Sanmonani, good morning. It's morning here in South Africa today. I just got this opportunity to record something. There's a subject that is in my heart, which is fasting. As Christians, we do fasting and praying, but I want to talk about fasting, particularly fasting, because praying is an easy part when it comes to the whole fasting and praying thing. But I just want to talk about fasting. I'll try and make at least 2 videos. There will be 3 in all, but this one is just an introduction to talk about fasting. People who are trying to lose weight and they're trying to focus on put the life back to the healthy situation. They do recognize now that fasting is very important. So in that world, in that world of losing weight and being healthy and everything like that, if they recognize that fasting is it's the best tool to help our lives to get back into shape and to be more healthier by fasting. So which means it's good as Christians or as church as well, or just human beings to realize that fasting is important. We need to get into it now as more as ever before, because there is no other way that can change the situation for us as Christians except to go back into basics. So fasting and praying is one of those basics that we need to go back to. I know when somebody speak about fasting, people are, let's face it, food is good, food is nice. I like food as well. But I just want to encourage us to go back to the basics. Let's fast. Fasting has lots of benefits. As I said before, that even if you want to be healthier, fasting has benefits in that world as well. And as Christians as well, fasting gives you good discipline to focus on the Lord. Not that because you're hungry you can focus on the Lord, but it just helps it helps your mind and heart to know what you're really doing, that you are just fasting because you want to pray, and the hunger will remind you why you're doing what you're doing. So I will try and try and unpack it the way I understand it, and the way I love it. I love to fast and pray. For me personally, I think it's because there is nothing I can give to God except to give my body as a living sacrifice. So it's one of the things that I think we can do. Why I'm saying this is because if you come to our culture, to our part of the culture, especially, I'm going to speak for Zulu tradition here. You will know that if you're not a Christian, no matter whatever you do, say you are Sangoma or traditional healer, you will have to sacrifice some things. There's nothing comes that easy. There's nothing for mahala. There's nothing for free. So nothing comes easy. You need to sacrifice something. Some people sacrifice very expensive sacrifices. Some people even sacrifice with their families. Some sacrifice with their animals, or some sacrifice with the best they've got, the cars and everything like that. So if people on that on our culture, on that part of tradition can do sacrifice, so why us as Christians don't just do a simple one, just to fast? By the way, even people who are not Christians, they do fast better. They stay many days without food. It's not an issue, but an issue for me is, as Christians, we need to go back to basics, because we know that if we fast and pray, things happen. It's one of those things that for some reason, even Jesus did it. And if you read the Bible from the Old and the New Testament, some people were really sacrificing a lot with their bodies in fasting. So I'm going to try and unpack it the way I understand how, but just to encourage all of us, and to encourage those of us who still believe in just basic biblical principles, to say, guys, let's go back to our basics and let's fast and see what God can do. That's all I'm going to try and come up. In the next video, I'm going to try and put another perspective on fasting. But in this introduction, I'm just going to encourage us to fast. let's fast. Stay away from food. Amen.